when we talk about role model, and if I see it in the context of cricket, then MS Dhoni is considered to be a role model for many, not only the
Sure.
players but also as a spectators who are watching it.
I live for some value system, and two values I have never compromised in my life, whether it is my personal life with my family or at a professional life. One is respect to the females. Father होता ना कि वो
Yeah.
बच्चे को राइट टाइम पे करेक्टनेस के लिए कभी कभी थप्पड़ लगाए, नॉट लिटरली थप्पड़ ही गुस्सा करना, वो करना है.
Hi, friends. Let me welcome you on the 43rd episode of Unfiltered Conversation. The objective of this discussion is to talk to people who have done immensely good in their career and to understand that what they have done, how they have done, what are the challenges they have faced, and what we can learn from them. Today, we have a very interesting guest. His name is Mr. Hridesh Sharma. He has more than 38 years of industrial experience, and when he retired, at that time, he was the chairman of a multinational company. He worked in three different groups, wherein he was at the top level in each group when he left that group. He has amassed a lot of experience in the electrical sector and automotive industry, and considered to be one of the very respected and renowned person in the automotive sector. So let me welcome Mr. Hridesh Sharma. Hridesh
Thank you
ji,
very much.
so Hridesh ji, as I was saying, you have got a lot of experience, more than 38, 39 years of experience, and you have been in the leadership role for so long. So while being in this particular role, how much you give importance to, say, emotional intelligence or emotional quotient? Because at times it is being assumed that to be having more technical knowledge is important, to have more financial knowledge is important. But then at times people don't give much importance to the EQ, emotional quotient. So what are your thoughts about that?
Very interesting point, Mangla ji. Before I start, can I say a few lines from my side?
Sure.
Thank you very much.
Please.
Bhavya ji, matlab, you go through a lot of learning applications, teaching the people. But as far as I am concerned, when I'm talking to you, through you, to your audience, and to many other people, uh, people use a lot of techniques to learn and to grow. This is the nature of a human being. I believe 90 to 95% of people grow while applying many techniques which are given by this world to us, which is through the books, through college, technical know-how, different seminars, blah, 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 blah. Uh, when I talk, I will be touching the point where I try to grow uh, most part of my leadership understanding in a natural phenomena by the environment, by the surroundings, different events which happened with me or in front of me throughout my career, throughout my life, from childhood to now. So I am a nutshell of the development of all those things which has happened around me, and whatever I will be talking, it is my own experience. It may not be some big words or terminologies which I will use, but I will use my heart to explain the reality what I understand. So some people may have a different opinion, but fine, is okay. This is my view on this subject, and it should be taken like that only.
Sure.
So, coming to the point, you asked you know, let me answer this way. In my career, I started as a tool room engineer, where I had to face or work with mostly the blue collars. That was the starting point.
Mhm.
And by the end, when I retired, I was chairman, CEO of a multinational company. And my horizon was also not limited to India, it was different nations also, where there were people which were from different, not only from different part of India, they were different part of worlds also. Their language, their society, thought process, everything is different. All through this period, I understand only one thing:
Mhm.
to get the work from the people, you have to respect the people, and you have to motivate the people in a fashion that they are able to give their 100%. When we have machines, we have so many techniques: preventive maintenance, predictive maintenance. There are many technologies to manage a machine so that it can perform at the top level. But for human being, we are not that conscious. In my
Yeah.
journey, I think my success story was because I was able to take work at a different time from different set of people and giving them the opportunity to work free with freedom. They can make a lot of mistake. They can make a lot of mistake. But I should have the courage to absorb their non-intentional losses. Whenever the people do take decisions, they make sometimes good decisions, sometimes the decision can go to a loss making process also. As a leader, I should be able to absorb it and encourage them to come back stronger and much more intelligent to work. And that is, I think, what we are calling as EQ.
Yeah.
With the human approach to to make an organization which is running by itself, creating enough people with the heart and the mind to give the best to the organization.
Wonderful. You used a very interesting word, respect. Why do you think respect is very important to get the work done from people, or to motivate the people, or to make them feel important at different levels?
Look, respect, I think since childhood, it was our father wanted respect from us, and we were wanting respect from our peer kids, so
Mhm.
that we can all be, play together and make a good team, whether we were going to the playground or when we were going for the competition. In the professional world, I believe nobody comes to the office to make a mistake. Intentionally, nobody make a mistake. But most of the time, I have seen it happened with me. So, learning what happened with me, I say when the some of my bosses were not behaving in a fashion, I never liked it. So when I was not liking some of their behavior, why I should behave in the same manner with my subordinates or with my own colleagues? So maybe the learning what my seniors gave me to make me stronger, harder, coming back again and again and proving myself. I wanted my people to come back again and again after making mistake with encouragement, with the respect.
Mhm.
And the end result of it is, I can proudly say that today, when in the industry, the longevity of employee with the organization is very limited. The people
Yeah.
come and go, 2 years, 3 years, 5 year phenomena. In my 36 years of career, I have got only three groups. The first group was almost 8 years, second was 10 years, and then 15, 16 years. And the people in the last, when I was CEO of the organization for 15 years, my first line, I can proudly say they were attached to me, minimum attachment to with me was more than 6 to 7 years. This happened because they respected the attachment which organization has also given to them, that they are part and parcel of the organization. We can grow the organization through them. It was not only me. CEO was only one person. He
Yeah.
cannot perform good for the organization if the team is not there. So that respect, I think, that respect which I was giving to them was making them stay in the organization for a longer period. I would not say that I have made them stay with giving them a lot of salary, bonuses, perks. No, this was not my technique. They stayed in the organization probably because they loved the atmosphere. And that was my job.
So you were saying that there were some colleagues of yours or bosses of yours who are not behaving in the right way, and they were shouting and getting the work done, and you were not liking it. So generally, the, the concept in the industry is tit for tat. If I have been wrong, then I will do it when I will come. But I think what
Right.
you are talking is something different. Is it easy to do that?
See, again, I'm an open book. I feel when a person take the opposite way, which is not the norm in the industry,
Mhm.
it drains you a lot. It drains you a lot. Sometime अपनी भाषा में, if we say, if I'm allowed to say
Yeah,
in Hindi,
sure, sure.
it sucks blood out of you. So if or from the other side, if I tell you that when a blue collar look at its leader, so there could be 100 blue collars, so 200 eyes are at you, how you are behaving, what you are doing. By the time I became CEO, there were roughly around 1,400 eyes and of a different mental status looking at me 24/7, what I am going to do, how I am going to do, under what circumstances. And I was living for those eyes.
Mhm.
So I was trying to become the role model for them, that under difficult circumstances, what should be done. And it drained me a lot. But I can tell you, I am a much better human being today than when I started the journey as a professional.
Mhm. 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 When we talk
Again,
about role model, yeah, yeah, please.
please, come on.
When we talk about role model, and if I see it in the context of the cricket, then MS Dhoni is considered to be a role model for many, not only the
Sure,
players but also as a spectators who are watching it, because
sure,
we see that how much calm, how much relaxed, and it's not that he's not delivering the result. He is aggressive. He's giving the result. He's a finisher. He's considered to be the best finisher that India has ever produced. But
sure.
generally, to be calm, to be relaxed, to be silent is considered to be a weakness. It's considered that you're not that you don't have that fire. What is your
So
opinion about it?
when you are picking up these role models from the cricket, which terminology all of us in India understand, is very
Yeah.
common. So if I look at myself, I am not Dhoni. Okay, I have my moments of anger and aggression like Kohli. No? Why I'm repeating Kohli specifically because Kohli is aggressive, but he is performer. He delivers from the front. If he is ready to face the best of the bowlers and create centuries on a very difficult surface or against a very difficult team. So he's a leader leading from the front. My role model is coming from there. My role model doesn't mean that if somebody is making a mistake that I will be too cool. No, I was not very cool. But I can say you one thing. एक फादर होता ना कि वो
Yeah.
बच्चे को राइट टाइम पे करेक्टनेस के लिए कभी कभी थप्पड़ लगाए, नॉट लिटरली थप्पड़ ही गुस्सा करना, वो करना है, बट
Yeah.
बाय द इवनिंग वो प्यार का दूसरा हाथ भी लगाना है, बिकॉज यू हैव टू शेप इट ऑल्सो.
Yeah.
सो गलती, लाइन क्रॉस करने की गलती का थप्पड़ मिलना है, बट प्ले ग्राउंड में लाने के बाद उसको शेप भी देना है फॉर फ्यूचर.
Mhm.
ये दोनों रोल कंबाइन करके ही करने हैं. इट कैन नॉट बी in the industry always goody goody. I may have taken some very tough call against some of the people.
Mhm.
Those people will always come up and say, oh, now this guy is trying to preach respect, but he has never respected me.
Mhm.
If the intent of the person while making a mistake is in the interest of the organization, or is in the interest of human behaviors, I'm okay. By mistake, he has done a mistake. But if somebody does it intentionally, and that is a gray zone. You have to set up example in front of the people that this is not accepted. For example, if I give you one example,
Yeah.
I live for some value system, and two values I have never compromised in my life.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it is my personal life with my family or at a professional life. One is respect to the females,
Mm-hmm.
and second is integrity with the organization. If somebody falls in these two, I
Mm-hmm.
will come very hard on them because these are zero tolerance zones. On this, I cannot behave like Dhoni.
Mm-hmm.
I may be cruel than Virat Kohli also. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
spared the top most manager of my organization or the smallest blue collar worker also. Both got the same treatment if they have gone out on these two value systems. So EQ is there, but EQ has to come with some brackets. It cannot be open-ended space.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So these two value system, I have never compromised.
So you talked about respect for the female and integrity. So why integrity is important for you and how it has helped you in your career so far?
In my career, I have no regrets about my growth or my salary.
Okay.
And all through, I have lived with these two. So the values with which I am living and I'm getting the results, why I should shed them away? Two, these values are no values if I am not standing for it throughout my life. मेरे भाषा में इसको बोलते हैं जिसके लिए मैं जान भी दे सकता हूँ ना. This is called value system.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
For something, if this is going out and I'm ready to sacrifice myself, my own life to uphold that flag, is the value system. Otherwise, so those are rules and policies and procedures. These are the two values for which I will live and die.
Wonderful. And you also talked about respect for women, and slowly and steadily, if you see in the last 20-25 years, the participation of women in industry is increasing. But also, there are many things which are happening which may not be very convenient for them, and all those things are happening. So, what is
Absolutely,
your
absolutely.
perspective on that, and what to done about that?
See, in India, we all are very, as a family, very protective to our female members, whether it is our daughter, our mother, or our sister. We are always protected. But somehow, when we go in the market, those respects are sometimes lost. है ना? मेरी मदर है तो रिस्पेक्ट ये है, किसी और की माँ है तो आई हैव सम डिफरेंट आइज, और किसी और की सिस्टर है तो डिफरेंट. दिस आई हैव सीन इन माय सोसाइटी. आई हैव सीन with some of my friends, with my colleagues, with my relatives. And it will not be wrong if I tell you, I've stopped talking to some of my relatives because of their this behavior. I don't keep relationship. I don't keep relationship on this, on the female. Two, in industry, I come from an industry where the hands, manual jobs were big in number. The females have a very good nick of performing correct, correct, correct. A number of times they don't get bored. वो हमारे बचपन में माँ जो है चावल बिनती थी, तो 10,000 चावल के दाने में 5 दाने कम करके होंगे तो वो भी निकलेंगे. किसी
Yeah.
मैन को बोलो ये काम करने के लिए, वो तो 2 मिनट के बाद उससे आगे वो छंटे होती नहीं है. You ask, look at a female going to kitchen morning, afternoon, in the dinner, making 3 meals, 24/7 she is thinking on this, 365 days, never take a leave, year after year, but till she is able to enter to the kitchen, she will do it, she never complain. तो मतलब किसी और को लगता है ये बड़ी बोरिंग जॉब हो गई है,
Yeah.
बट उनके डीएनए में दिस इज व्हाट आई रिकॉग्नाइज. कोई डिफिकल्ट काम है, कोई रिपीटेटिव काम है, और हमारी इंडस्ट्री में जहां कंपोनेंट्स की असेंबली है, अल्टीमेट कस्टमर को जाना है, वी कुड नॉट अफोर्ड इवन अ सिंगल मिस्टेक. तो फॉर मी
Yeah.
those females were very important on these critical stations. Now to bring these females to workstation every day, and then their family has to feel comfortable also to send them to job every day. Traveling from home, coming to the plant, working during the plant, and by the time they reach is, I think, my job as a leader to give them protection and an atmosphere where their respect is there and they are able to concentrate only on the job. Although in my life I wanted 50% female on my shop floor, but
Yeah.
somehow I have never been able to cross 25% there. This is also true. By giving so much focus to this also, my success rate was only 50%. It should be more. It will be more if the industry give respect to the female for their inputs, for their in our society, the females have to be handled very delicately.
Mhm, 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 mhm.
The way you are treating man, you cannot treat female.
So, in a way, you're talking a lot with respect to empathy to understand the perspective of other person and to behave accordingly. But considering from a leader's perspective, and especially when you're at the top level, whether it is a strength or a weakness, because many people can take benefit of it.
No, no. It is if I am not able to choose, if I'm not able to choose what is right or what is wrong, if I'm not able to choose what is wrong, right or wrong, this is what my intelligence is. And interesting point, to understand the real need of the people, you have to be in connect with them.
Mhm.
So as I was growing in the ladder, so some of the people were coming closer and some people were going away from me from day to day activity. And if I say you from the angle when I took up the charge as a CEO, my first line was very close because we have a structured review mechanism, work face to face with them, proper mechanism where I can understand them, their technical and as well as their personal life plus minus also. But I was going away from the blue collars. And my experience, past experiences, the industry, the leadership or the industry have a problem when they don't understand small needs of the blue collars. And their small needs are sometimes is suppressed by the middle management.
Mhm.
Right or wrong, but this is also true. No middle management wish that their subordinates are having a direct link with the CEO. They can approach as an open door policy, go to the CEO and talk. Nobody likes it.
Yeah.
So I had to manage both. Then what I did was every month I used to have a birthday celebration. So for that month, in that particular plant, all the blue collars and the white collars for that month birthday celebration, they will celebrate with me. I have to be personally there, and it happened for 16 continuous years without a break. Cake cutting and celebration was 10 minutes activity. Then
Yeah.
there was 1.5 hour where was there was open house, and I was probing each one of them to put their difficulty to me. And we had a register where I was noting down whatever, one complaint. They must continue to give me one complaint every time they beat me. And there the disclaimer was, it is no guarantee that whatever they are sharing with me, it will be getting resolved. But I will
Mhm.
try. I will try. This is a commitment, I will try. There is no guarantee. But I was pushing them to give me at least one issue. So they could name any professional, any white collar. It was not a complaint against their bosses. It was to improve the atmosphere where they were feeling comfortable that their concerns have been handled. It was not only for blue collar, it was for white collar also. And it was open house. It took 5, 6 months for people to open up. And thank God gave me enough patience to probe and get. And then it was a smooth cake. And people were coming left, right, center to tell me what has gone. And sometimes they ask dirty questions to me also.
Mhm.
Why my salary is less? Why my overtime is less? These were the straight questions coming to me, and I was giving them direct answers which were belonging to me. Rest of the points, they were noted down. Success rate would have been again 40-45% of the
Mhm.
complaints given and resolved. But those critical complaints, I used to make sure they are resolved within 24 hours. And more of them are very small here. I can tell you one company, sorry, I'm taking long on this subject. There
No
was
stress.
one company where the strike happened, because after the normal hours, the people were staying for overtime, and they demanded two samosas and a tea. You understand? Two samosas and tea. Is it a big deal for any organization to provide their people when they are staying for overtime? No, absolutely no. But somehow, this demand, the local management was not either resolving, not giving them, not transferring to the top management to get a decision from them. And the strike happened. Cool down
Mhm.
happened. The customer lines were about to stop for two samosas. And then to resolve it, you spend a lot of money. So why to
Yeah.
reach to that place here? I have run my last organization as a CEO for 16 years without having a union.
Mhm.
And that too in an area where 98% of the company are already unionized. It is only because I had this quotient of EQ intelligence. I was able to understand their heart and give them what is their right. This is their right. They
Yeah.
were not demanding something else. For white collar top people, we are ready to give 15%, 20% increment
Yeah.
in the industry. But when it comes to blue collar, then we start talking about 7%, 8%. Whereas these are the people who are making those products, and because of them, we are making profit. This we forget. For world, it could be a small issue. For me, it was a very big issue.
Wonderful.
And
Wonderful, Mr. Hridesh. I think we touched about many topics with respect to emotional quotient, and especially with respect to the leaders, how much it is important. And especially you talked about the two key virtues which you always make sure. The first one is about respect for women, and second one is with respect to integrity and how much they're important for you and how much they contributed in your success. Even though you also admitted that maybe the success rate was not 100%, so gracious of you to accept that. But then it's very important to make sure that people have that feeling, that connect, that yes, you are honest, and yes, you are trying to do something. Like you talked about the birthday celebration with the blue collar people and how it took to make sure that at a place where 98% of the companies are unionized, your organization does not have any union and there was no strike. Wonderful. Thank you, Mr. Hridesh. Thank you very much. It was a very insightful discussion, especially more because it
It's my
must be
pleasure
helping.
you called me.
Yeah,
I'm saying it's my pleasure you called me.
yeah,
If some points can be taken by the people and they can have a good life and
yeah.
good professional life, I will be the most happiest person.
Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much.